I'm from the I.S.U.P.K UK camp under command of YAHANNA. This is the Harvey of the I.S.U.P.K UK under command of YAHANNA. The I.S.U.P.K will be hosting the Feast of Tabernacles starting from Thursday the 28th of September. We're inviting all Blacks, Hispanics and Native Indians to come. We also look forward to you joining us at Scripture Breakdown, Camp and London and Birmingham Nightlife. You can also look forward to a tour of the Johnny Walker factory as well as Warwickshire Castle. Captain Tizara and Captain Fatazar will be live in the UK for STEVHarvey Radio. Joining Commander YAHANNA live in the UK for American Empire. And be sure to check out all I.S.U.P.K social media, that's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, for all the information. Shalom.
Woo! Woo! How old is the brother? 4 years old.
Hello mate, a Spaniard Monday. Now your place when the cause I win the chase. Get straight to the place from a day.
Hey, Shalom Israel, it's Captain I.S.U.P.K, right here from DC. Don't forget, this September, end of September, the 28th, 29th, 30th, all the way up to October 4th and 5th. Manager YAHANNA, the I.S.U.P.K, we're going to be live in the UK, United Kingdom. We're going to be up in Scotland, in King James Castle. You see the nigga on my chest? Really right there. King James, man, a black man. We're going to go to his family castle in Scotland and Edinburgh. That castle was built on a volcano. Now, that's some nigga shit, man. That's some nigga shit right there. Up on top of the volcano, brother. You don't want to miss it. Kentucky Camp Leader, you could get down. Kentucky Camp Leader, you could make this trip. You brothers in UK, you sisters in UK, you all come on through, man. Commander YAHANNA going to be right in your yard. Back hometown, we're going to be Birmingham, Manchester, Leicester, Nottingham, London, Croydon, everywhere done. Everything done.
Now your face I'm done, done. Another plus clansman, bad man's king down, one dance, paint on gunman. And if I feel like seven do action, we take good man, so we get a wrong bang. My style, them a kick like Van Damme, Birmingham, London, England, Brampton. This knock them off, no, I'ma find them. From a 30 gun, mad dog, from a berry. It has paid me a papa, I'ma pill them. God, away you say, senseless, pan the $1 million job. And talk at the young pan the gram from a fans. I'm ready to it smoother than the dance. Pick them up, better know our time, pan the cock. You know what's them drop them last, pan them up. Gun in the London, done. Another plus clansman, bad man's king down, one dance, paint on gunman. And if I feel like seven do action, we take good man, so we get a wrong bang. And my style, them a kick like Van Damme, Birmingham, London, England, Brampton. Can't run how the girl chase that, now manifest that, bad money we are.
RodaBashe. My name is TITHES and I'm from the I.S.U.P.K UK camp under command of YAHANNA. This is the Harvey of the I.S.U.P.K UK under command of YAHANNA. The I.S.U.P.K will be hosting the Feast of Tabernacles starting from Thursday the 28th of September. We're inviting all Blacks, Hispanics and Native Indians to come. We also look forward to you joining us at Scripture Breakdown, Camp and London and Birmingham Nightlife. You can also look forward to a tour of the Johnny Walker factory as well as Warwickshire Castle. Captain Tizara and Captain Fatazar will be live in the UK for SteveHarvey Radio. Joining Commander YAHANNA live in the UK for American Empire. And be sure to check out all I.S.U.P.K social media, that's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, for all the information. Shalom.
Woo! Woo! What are those commercials about at the fair? We going to a fair down there? Is a fair scheduled? Like a farm or something like that? I know there's commercials at like a farm or something.
Commanding General YAHANNA will be doing the opening of the Feast of Tabernacles in King James Castle. Finally, the truth about King James, a black man who helped to preserve and safeguard the Bible. Live September 29th, 2023. Commanding General YAHANNA live at King James Castle in Scotland. Come on down and support the I.S.U.P.K. UK. Lift a glass, come and join the brotherhood and drink with the ancient as we celebrate and keep the Feast of Tabernacles for our King Yahawashah in King James Castle, bringing his crew of heavy hitters. Commanding General YAHANNA will put 12 chill General Muhammad scripture breakdown class up against anyone, against any biblical scholar, untested, unchallenged, I.S.U.P.K, undefeated. Leviticus chapter 23, the Feast of Tabernacles in a black man's castle, hosted in Scotland, the United Kingdom, UK. Commanding General YAHANNA will be doing the opening of the Feast of Tabernacles in King James Castle, Thursday, September 28th, Scripture Breakdown class. Friday, September 29th, there will be a King James Castle tour, also a Johnny Walker Distillery tour, and Friday night, the opening of the Feast of Tabernacles. Saturday, September 30th, we will have camp on the streets of England. Sunday, October 1st, the UK Cookout. Monday, October 2nd, the Warwickshire Castle Tour. I.S.U.P.K under Commanding General YAHANNA at King James Castle in England. This is an absolutely monumental, historical event.
Want us to stop. But man, don't we deserve a shot? Don't we deserve a shot to be the Lord's people? Israel, let's do it!
One West, 12 tribes, UPK. Yeah.
Hey, Shalom, I got a major announcement for the UK. On the 29th of September this year, Commanding General YAHANNA of the I.S.U.P.K will be hosting the Feast of Tabernacles in the United Kingdom. Now, this is an unprecedented and absolutely monumental occasion where all the generals from the US will be on this side of the pond to shake the foundations of the United Kingdom, revealing all the lies they've told and all the truths they've hidden. Now, the I.S.U.P.K, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, since 1969 has been breaking down the truth about the Bible. The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, the people on this 12 tribes chart, are God's chosen people. Now, this is a golden opportunity to meet and break bread with the generals of the I.S.U.P.K. You'll also have the opportunity to ask as many questions as you'd like and learn more about the home of the truth. All blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians are welcome. If you can make it, make sure you pull up. You don't want to miss this. And make sure you share this to all your friends and family. It's going to be action-packed from Thursday, the 28th of September, all the way through to Tuesday, the 3rd of October. Now, Thursday and Friday will be in Edinburgh, Scotland, for the scripture breakdown class and the opening of the Feast of Tabernacles at King James Castle, a Black Man's Castle, as well as some various tours. Then from Saturday through to the Tuesday, we'll be back in England. We'll be holding camp in both Birmingham and London. We have a castle tour followed by another scripture breakdown class on Monday. So if you couldn't make the class in Scotland, make sure you make it down for this one. I hope to see you all there. Shalom.
I'm a One West rapper, no half-stepper. Cross that path if you can't, you know better. UPK, I'll die for those letters. I'll ride for those letters. My squad is forever. It's forever. Squad is forever.
Let's do the. We got one more. You said, Mara. Stop you.
Shalom, RodaBashe, this is Ahaba of the I.S.U.P.K on the commanding general YAHANNA. Hey, Shalom, it's Tazna Banana of the I.S.U.P.K UK camp on the commanding general YAHANNA. The I.S.U.P.K will be hosting a monster event starting out in Edinburgh. Thursday, the 28th of September, we have exclusive breakdown for And then Friday, we got the main event, the Feast of Tabernacles, hosted by Commanding General YAHANNA, and that's going to be held in Edinburgh Castle, also known as King James Castle, and that's going to be a glorious event, definitely one for the history book. We also have a tour of the Johnny Walker factory, but that one's for adults only. We've also got a tour of King James Castle presented by Officer Dungabob. Saturday we'll be returning to Birmingham for Birmingham camp. Commanding General YAHANNA will be there. After camp, there should be food and drink and barbecue sales down at the school. Later on, we'll be Birmingham nightlife, so look forward to that. Sunday will be London camp. Commanding General YAHANNA will be making around in central London. It's going to be amazing. We hope it will come through. Monday we have a tour of Warwickshire Castle, followed by Scripture Breakdown class by 12 Short General Harvey. After Scripture Breakdown, we have America on Fire by Commanding General YAHANNA. It's going to be fire. And then Tuesday is a free day, but we are working on some fun activities for the sisters and the children.
Any other parts of that? With him talking, that's what we need.
9:14, starting intro. I don't know you. I'm not letting nobody sell you crack. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. That's right. And it's worth something.
This is Black Watch with Commanding General YAHANNA, the only man to lead blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans.
God made man on this earth. The white man ain't make man. God made man. God wants man to obey him.
Bringing you real news.
You don't need a black man in the White House. You need a black man in every black house.
For many years, there's a lot of black people who didn't realize how deep the racism of white America was.
You ain't gonna do nothing unless you decide where you gonna stand at with the Most High.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Righteous solutions to issues plaguing our nation.
Boy, you better wake up and see the power that is within blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians.
Join us every Monday from 9 to 11 p.m. Black Watch. Let the show begin.
Clap it up. Let's get it on out here. Most High in Christ. Go out of the Most High in Christ. We getting it on tonight. We're holding it down for Commanding General YAHANNA.
That's right.
He'll be here shortly. Until then, we're here with General Mayat. Give him a hand.
Most High in Christ.
Officer Mara, Officer Yadiah.
That's right.
Officer
That's right.
Abad.
Damn
What's
right.
What's your name here, warrior? Trooper
Trooper
Nabad. All the
Nabad.
beautiful sisters over here sitting down, getting it on with the young brother.
Most High in Christ.
We're getting it on tonight. And once again, I think tonight or tomorrow is the anniversary of 9/11. Is it tonight? It's one of these days. It's coming up, man. 9/11 is here. All you brothers should get ready to break this down every year. For those of you brothers out there that have fought for our oppressor in the military, in Esau's military, you might have fought in Afghanistan or Iraq. You might have given up your limbs and given up your manhood for this country. I just want you to know, man, that brave heroes like you deserve a cause that's worthy of you. I know you fought in a cause that was not worthy of you. I know you fought for a country that did not appreciate you.
you brothers and sisters, man, come into the UPK, man, and serve the Most High God. There's work here for honorable men. There's work here for soldiers in the UPK, man. We'll talk about your sacrifice, and we'll talk about the failure of the government of America and Great Britain to appreciate you at all. If I could, my 9/11 is a monument to two evil things. It's a monument to the greed of America, represented in this World Trade Center, which was a giant monument to American pride and ego and lust. Lust for greed and gain all over the planet Earth. And then after 9/11, the date of 9/11 now is a monument to the bloodthirsty, just the urge, the hunger for America to unalive people. The hunger for America to get revenge, which is what happened after 9/11, where America went to invade Iraq for nothing, went on to invade Afghanistan for nothing.
Like, is there history, if I may?
Please.
You know, they hear a rumor of a white woman that's been violated, and they blame some black man, and now they need blood. They need blood. They mob up and then steal you out the prison, steal you out the cell, do whatever they take to bring their justice in.
And if I could, Mike, American politicians know that the American people just want blood. So it doesn't really matter who they unalive.
Exactly.
The American public will support it, and then they will forgive them. And when in the end, they find out there was no reason to even invade that country. America, the average oppressor in America could care less. They just want blood. And now because of that, 9/11 has become a monument to the bloodlust of the United States government, the British government, and the Canadian government. All right, we'll go into that. But first, before we go into that, we have to talk about SteveHarvey. SteveHarvey went through a terrible thing last night. Was it this week that happened to SteveHarvey? For those of you who don't know, I believe it's been confirmed by SteveHarvey's daughter that his wife absolutely was having sex with all kinds of other men, was having sex with virtually every servant man that came over to that house. I want to play a clip from you. I think this clip is from 1995 or something like that, Maya. This is an old clip, but this is a comedy special about
a little bit better.
I think it's the Kings of Comedy. Is that right?
It looked like he's doing stand-up.
What SteveHarvey is talking about how a woman needs more than one man. And this is so ironic. Let me see you for a second, bro.
And if I
this is so ironic for now. Go ahead.
The fact that you just brought up, you know, in any servant, any household servant or whatever that's in SteveHarvey's home, his wife will have relations with, right? Now, SteveHarvey said he don't do nothing in his house. He said he don't even know how to work the washing machine. He don't know how to work the washing machine, the dishwasher. So he does nothing. He hires people to do everything in his home. And that old wife just has a field day.
Yes,
she just has a ball.
SteveHarvey went and married a woman who did exactly what his stupid advice has been telling women to do for years. Let me tell you what SteveHarvey told women to do back in 1995. Now, this is his comedy special. And he's telling women that they should have more than one man. He's saying that a woman can't have just one man. She got to have one man that's a homosexual, because he'll just get advice from her, but he won't never want to have sex with her. And she has to have all these different kind of men. Let's play what SteveHarvey said. Go ahead.
Just a little bit better. See, you all have been losing the war with men because you don't know how we function. You try to play the game different from the way we play it. See, with us, there are no rules. Whatever goes, goes. If you can't supply all our needs and you are a woman, a man, or go somewhere else and get them covered.
Stop. That's what SteveHarvey
you,
said.
on the other hand,
SteveHarvey said you got to think like a man. You see, with a man, there is no rules. If you can't supply a man's needs, he'll go get somebody else to do it. SteveHarvey is telling women that they should think like men, meaning they should go get multiple men to handle their multiple needs. Keep playing it.
His ass through thick and thin, good or bad. He my man, And some of y'all just hanging on to the same piece of trash you've been had for 7, 8 years. See, what I'm gonna show you ladies is, if you can't find a good man to supply all your needs, Steve finna teach you how to get a whole gang of them, round them up, and make yourself one good-ass man.
You understand the irony of
So
this?
basically what I'm about to tell you ladies is how to build yourself a man.
Steve Harvey, you know,
Here we go. Watch
you know
me,
what
watch
Steve
what-
Harvey said, think like a man, act like a woman? What he meant is cheat on your man. That's what he's saying right here. He's saying that men will get 4 and 5 women, but a woman will just stick with one man, no matter whether he's raggedy or not. You got to go get multiple men. Rewind the taste. This is from Steve Harvey's advice that he made upwards of to hundreds of millions of dollars to give this kind of advice to women. His wife took his advice. Rewind the taste.
Good ass man. So basically what I'm about to tell you ladies is how to build yourself a man. Here we go. Watch what I tell you. See, first of all, if you can't find a good man to supply all your needs, Steve finna teach you how to get a whole gang of them, round them up, and make yourself one good-ass man. So basically what I'm about to tell you ladies is how to build yourself a man. Here we go. Watch me. Watch what I tell you. See, first of all, women have 4 basic needs. The most needy need in a woman is the need to communicate. You have to have someone to share your most inner thoughts with. That's the number one thing in a relationship. You got to be able to express every emotion verbally to someone. That's what women use as a filtering process. Women love to talk. Most of your men are not good talkers. We really don't give a damn how your day went. Hell is over. What you crying about? Go to bed, wake up, see you tomorrow. So ladies, if your man is not a good talker, the first man you need to go out and get, listen to me close, is a gay man. See, you don't know what I'm talking about. See, gay men, listen to me, gay men love to talk. Talk all night. You like.
Just for all you listeners who don't know no better, a gay man will have sex with your woman too.
Yeah.
You understand? Don't fall for the okie doke. A gay man going to have your woman in the full buck also.
Yeah. And give her AIDS.
And give her AIDS at the same time.
And let me tell you something, Maya. Black women listen to him because, brother, black women always have a gay friend.
Good.
Black women in the world have some hairdresser or some gay friend that is part of the crew.
Good.
Like people like Steve Harvey, to you and I, he's like a joke to us. He's someone we would never listen to. But this cat has the ear of millions of black people. Millions of them. And they have, black women have a gay friend who does their hair, argues with them. Sometimes he might unalive them in Mexico. Sometimes if he gets them down to Mexico, he might beat them until they're bloody and unalive. But they all have this gay friend.
And that's the average girl in the hood, all the way up to your Beyoncé's. They all learn that lesson because they listen to the likes of Steve Harvey like he's God.
Yes.
In essence, like he knows.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
you're right. Keep going.
Line. Did he surely is, girl? You must be right. Oh, they'll talk all night long. And here's the beauty of them. They ain't gonna ever ask you for none of that cookie. You know why? Because he don't want none of your cookies. All he want to do is hang around you, pick up a couple soft and tender sissy. A little financial assistance. A little financial security. In other words, that's called a little financial assistance. Soft and tender sissy. Now, the second thing that's critical to women is security. Every woman loves security. In other words, that's called a little financial assistance. You know, sometimes you just need a little help. Just, somebody help you stay even with the rent.
Today.
You know, catch you up on a couple car payments. You know, somebody just chip in on some groceries or something. Pick up a couple shirts for the boy for school. Just a little financial assistance. See, ladies, if that's what you need, then the second type of man you need to go out and get is an old man.
Pause. Yeah. Steve is saying the second type of man that a woman needs is an old man because old men have money. So you got to have an old man to give you some financial assistance. Now keep playing. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Murat. You jamming up? Go ahead. Who's going to describe the old man, Maya?
Just an old, broke down, bald-headed, rich-ass old man.
God.
He ain't gonna never ask you for no cookie either.
Steve Harvey just said, if you want a man with money to give you some financial assistance, you need a broke down, bald-headed old man. That's him.
God.
That's him. He told the woman, get a man with money, and he is the man. He's the man that supplies the money. He pays the bills. He gives us some financial assistance. Play it again and put it back up on the screen.
Just a little bit better. Dude, he ain't gonna be able to rise to the... See, ladies, if that's what you need, then the second type of man you need to go out and get is an old man. Just an old, broke down, bald-headed, rich-ass old man. He ain't gonna never ask you for no cookie either. Even if he do, he ain't gonna be able to rise to the occasion.
Pause. Let me tell you, brother, something. Steve Harvey, brother, this is ironic as hell. This is his claim to fame, the Kings of Comedy. This led to, Think Like a Man, Act Like a Woman, a book. My God, Maya, do you remember that book? We were battling that book like it was the NIV Bible. I remember it so clearly. We had to go out on the street and battle that book. Black people treated that book like it was the NIV Bible. It was everywhere. That book and T.D. Jakes' book, Woman, Thou Art Loosed. You would have thought it was a religion. It was so powerful. Everyone had it. Everyone believed in it. And here we are out in the street trying to battle while Steve Harvey has millions of disciples saying, think like a man. And T.D. Jakes says, woman, thou art loose. The U.P.K. 1 West under command in General YAHANNA. We're battling millions of people.
Yeah.
Millions.
He even made the movie about the damn
Made the goddamn movie. I remember one time in D.C., brother. I remember I'm at a camp and I said something about T.D. Jakes when they had that Woman Thou Art Loose book out. And some woman lost her mind and threw something at me and said, God said, come not near thou anointed, and threw something at me. And I remember being stunned because it was about some book that T.D. Jakes wrote. And I remember literally standing there going, you mad at that? That is what you're angry about? Some stupid book? Some book called Woman Thou Art Loose. You're going to assault me? I was stunned by their allegiance to it. Well, when Steve Harvey made that book and then made a movie, Black people thought it was the next Bible. That's how important it was. And guess what was in that book? If you need money, get you an old, bald-headed man because he ain't going to want no tail anyway because he cannot rise to the occasion. Let me tell you what's happening in Steve Harvey's life. Steve Harvey's life. He can't perform with that woman now. He cannot perform. He cannot perform with that woman. He is not up to the game. He is not. He cares about money. He probably has an ulcer from looking at his bank account every goddamn night. All he cares about is money, crying about losing money, even though he has hundreds of millions of dollars, crying about needing another job because his money won't never solve that psychological problem in his mind. He don't care about a woman enough. She doesn't give him pleasure enough to even be turned on by her. He's turned on by working and getting a job and having more money. He's telling you right now. Read it one more, play it one more time, and then let it keep going. Let's get to the third kind of man.
A little bit better. Even if he do, see, ladies, if that's some bald-headed, rich-ass old man, he ain't gonna never ask you for no cookie either. Even if he do, he ain't gonna be able to rise to the occasion. All you gotta do is pat him on his little bald head, squeeze his little wrinkle up ass every now and then. He'll lay your little money on the dresser, take his old butt on home.
That's him. Go ahead.
Now, the third most important thing to a woman, especially if you're divorced or you're a single mother, sometimes you just need a father figure. Somebody to come through and just help out with the kids. Somebody that'll provide a role model for the little boy. Just be a male figure for your little girl. Somebody come in and work with the kids with you. Well, if that's the case, the third man you need to go out and get is an ugly man. I'm talking toe up from the floor up. I'm talking he's so ugly, he can't get in nobody else's house. He ain't gonna ever ask you for no cookie either, because he's afraid you'll get mad and make him stop coming by. He can't afford for that to happen. Oh, his ugly ass will be good to them kids. Carry a little rowdy ass boy down to the park, take your little girl swinging. He'll push your girl in that swing for hours. Ugly ass ain't got. And now, last but not least, here's the fourth type of man you need. Every woman in here needs just a big old mandingo man. Big old former field hand. Somebody just come in there.
Give me the picture of the security guard that his wife was having sex with. Give me that picture, if you don't mind. What's his name again? Big Brucey? His name is like some ridiculous name. Like Big Jeff or Big... Somebody look up, what's Steve Harvey's bodyguard's name? Someone Google that up for me. It's like Big Bruce. Keep going. I'm sorry. Keep playing that if you need to. Go ahead.
And just tear your ass up. Oh, Lord. I'm talking just wear your ass out. I'm talking big old stupid ass man. He don't even know how to talk.
That's it, right there.
He don't even know how to hold his mouth when he's walking.
That's it. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you.
He taught his wife. He taught her.
She
early.
did it.
Good.
I want you to put that picture up there. Put his picture nice and big up there. And then put next to him, put Steve Harvey 20 years ago saying this. And his wife did it. She went and did exactly what he said. Go ahead, do a split screen. Oh, Lord. Okay, just, can they see him? And then play it, and then let's go ahead.
Or you play it and then flip to the picture real quick.
Just a little bit better. He'll lay your little money on the dresser, take his old with you. He'll push your girl in that swing for hours. Ugly ass ain't got nowhere to go. He's just a big old mandingo man. Big old former field hand. Somebody just come in there and just tear your ass up. Oh, Lord. I'm talking just wear your ass out.
That happened, though. That happened. I will. She needs somebody to wear that ass out. Big Bootsy said, I will. That is the man.
He said big old field hand.
Yeah, he said a big old field hand. Brother, Steve Harvey's wife was like so many of our wives and daughters and mothers. She listened to that stupid advice that Steve Harvey made hundreds of millions of dollars giving to women. Steve Harvey's wife took his advice. Showed a picture of the big field hand that she was having sex with that was wearing her ass out. Wearing her out. Big and stupid.
Big Boone Friedman.
Big Boone Friedman. That's his name. Big Boone Friedman. Keep playing the comedy thing again, and then we'll be done. We get on to the topics. Look at it. Look at it.
Like somebody said, look like Zeus.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Bingo man. Big old former field hand. Somebody just come in there and just tear your ass up. Oh, Lord. I'm talking just wear your ass out. I'm talking big old stupid ass man. He don't even know how to talk. He don't even know how to hold his mouth when he's walking. Boy, but when he get there, woo! Now, ladies,
let him sum it up. Go ahead. You're gonna sum it up.
A little bit better. See, talk. He don't even know how to hold his mouth when he's walking. Boy, but when he get there, woo! Now, ladies, let me show you how to put all them sorry ass men together and build yourself one good man. First of all, you get on the phone and you call up the old man. Mm-hmm. You get him to bring a little few dollars by. Mm-hmm. Go out and buy yourself some nice little lingerie so you can be looking all sexy. Get you some new sheets because you want the bed to have satin on it. You can have just a little love nest. Get the house smelling real good with his money. Pat him on his old wrinkled ass and send him on out the door. Mm-hmm. Then you get on the phone and call up the ugly man. He come over and pick up them little rowdy ass kids of yours, them sorry bastards. Take they sorry ass down to the park. Just play with them till their ass fall out. Then when the house is all clear, get on the phone and call up Mandingo. He come in there and just yeah. Oh, y'all kicking lamps off the nightstand, pictures and shit falling off the wall. You smacking him on his ass, Big Daddy! Oh, he just done wore your ass out. And soon as he go home, get on the phone, call up that sissy, and tell him all about it.
That's it.
Steve Harvey's the sissy. He over Family Feud and overdoing this and doing that.
She did it, Steve. She listened to you.
Hey. You're a good teacher, Steve.
She thinks like a man.
Damn right.
Steve Harvey, your wife thinks like a man. Steve Harvey was literally, this is not an exaggeration, I just proved it. He was literally teaching women to cheat on men. He was telling every woman you should cheat on a man. When he said think like a man, he meant cheat on your man because men cheat on women. So women need to cheat on men, then they will think like a man, and then they will be dominant in the relationship. Steve Harvey literally taught women to cheat on their men and said, get a man for money and get a man to have sex with you. And his wife did it. Mm-hmm. Now, here's my question to you out there in the chat room. Listen, type S in the chat room if you listen to Steve Harvey. Who out there believe that Steve Harvey gave good marital advice? You kill me now. I'm so sick of this for 20 years or whatever I've been in the truth. I'm so sick of when someone who Commanding General YAHANNA told everyone about is proven to be a lying piece of garbage. Once it comes out, no one ever admits that they did it. No one ever says they were wrong. Now, Polite is in jail for child molestation. I'm waiting for Polite is in jail for what? For rape. Oh, for child abuse. Where are all the women at who thought they were queens and hated the UPK when we were against Polite? I don't see you saying anything. I don't hear any apologies. Now, if you bought that book, went and saw that movie, and thought that the UPK were wrong, we were nothing but a bunch of roughnecks. I'll never forget back in 1990-something. We were young in the truth, and Steve Harvey was talking about MC Lyte. He was on Showtime at the Apollo. It's burned in my brain because brothers in the school were so angry about it. Yeah. Like they were mad at Biggie Smalls for making that song, The 10 Crack Commandments. That made brothers angry as hell. Steve Harvey went and said MC Lyte was stupid for having a song called Get a Roughneck, I Gotta Get a Roughneck. Because he was saying what a woman needs is a man with a check. You need a man with money. You stupid if you out there getting a roughneck with boots. And MC Light literally said with braids in his hair and boots on. And that made us, we took that as a personal insult. Because MC Light said, I need a man with braids in his hair and with boots on. Steve Harvey said women were stupid that wanted that. You better get a woman with a check. Well, comes to find out, Steve Harvey, women want roughnecks like us. That's who women want. Women want, even your wife. Your wife wants a roughneck. Women want roughnecks. They don't care that you have all the money in the world and a bunch of stupid advice. And the worst thing for Steve Harvey is that some women actually listen to him. Some women actually listen to him. All right, everybody understand. We got tons of videos about Steve Harvey. We're going to analyze him and show the sickness of Steve Harvey. Now, I would just like an S in the chat room. If you're a woman that believes that you should think like a man, you should listen to Steve Harvey, you're calling into that stupid radio station, getting all of his advice, going home and cheating on your husband because Steve Harvey told you to. Now, the book, how many copies did the book sell? Someone look that up. The book was like a bestseller forever. So somebody listened. I know his wife listened to him. Now I want some woman to call in or text in and apologize and say that you were wrong and Commanding General YAHANNA was right. Until then, we'll move on. Go ahead, Marah.
Salaki, sir, we had proof that his wife listened.
Come on.
One con. If
you don't mind. What do you have, Yedaya?
Over 2 million copies sold.
2 million copies
on the board. Here we
go. What do we have here? Go ahead.
This is Steve Harvey's wife.
Now that's Steve Harvey's actual wife right there. Is that what you're saying?
Marjorie, right? Something like that.
That's his. This is for real, correct? Say it so they can hear you.
This is Kana Wakan. This is true.
All right, go ahead.
All right, ladies. Top 7 answers on the board. Here we go. We asked 100 married women. Some days I'd be willing to trade my man for a really good what?
Oh boy.
A good what?
What How dare you?
No. Right here.
I was just playing.
Yeah, but what did you say though?
Pool boy.
Just rub his head and squeeze his wrinkly butt.
See, that's all he for, man. He put some money on the dresser and then he leave.
Yeah. Hand off of me.
Ah.
Trade me in for no damn pool boy. Pool boy.
Let me see if we want. It is up there, man.
Youngster.
Right,
that's big boom.
Top 7 answers on the board. Here we go.
Yeah, that's what she listened to him. That's the proof. She wants a pool boy because Steve Harvey can't service his women out. The IUIC, you can't service your women either. The brother sent me a clip about the IUIC where Nasty Nate said that masturbation is good for relief. He said it an escape. Do I need to send you this video? I'm going to go ahead and send you a video. I ain't got nothing else to do. I'm going to send you this video where Nasty Nate is saying that masturbation is good for a release. That's how he escaped, Maya. Mm-hmm. He escapes. That's his form. That's like a staycation for Nasty Nate.
Get away from that old nasty vagina.
Yeah, that dirty vagina. It's a terrible place for him. Who should I send it to? You die. I think I got you right up here. Oh shit! What do I do? What I type in? Cut to the chase or something? Cut to. Okay, but it's on Instagram. It's on Messenger. Okay. Okay, Yedaya. Yeah, this is Yedaya Yahawada, right? There's 2 of them up here though. Which one? What's in the boat?
And look, she said pool boy. He said what? Because he didn't forgot. He didn't forgot he did that stand up, right?
What did you do?
And she said, her initial words is, I was just playing. She said, I was just playing.
Listen, and let me tell you something else about you brothers out here that you believe. Some men believe Steve Harvey too. They believe. Remember that Mayak? Oh, that's another thing that was going on about a year ago. A high value man. Remember that Mayak? Oh, we had to battle that too. You young brothers remember that. You had to be a high value man. You know, a man that makes 6 figures. I don't know when black people learned that number, 6 figures. Yeah. When did that number come into the black vernacular? 6 figures. I woke up one day, brother, I never even heard of the number 6 figures until about 5 years ago. All of a sudden, everyone was saying, do you make 6 figures? Well, I have a 6-figure job. If you found a man that made 6 figures, what in the hell does that even mean, 6 figures? I don't even know what the hell that means. 6 figures. What is that, $100,000? Damn, that's what you would usually say, $100,000. But a minute ago, you had to be a high value man that made 6 figures. Then women will want you. Then you can get a woman. Some brother in the battle told me one time he would not even try to get a woman until he made 6 figures. Then he would go out and start dating women. Brother, none of that means anything. None of that means nothing at all. No matter how much money you have, you will not make a whore stay with you, and a righteous woman will never want you simply because you have money. That is a myth taught to you by liars on the radio and on the internet to get hits on their blogs or to sell books. Marah, you want to say something?
If I could elaborate, sir, what's so funny about this is I know y'all know this because y'all taught us this and we went through it. They tell us men with boots, braids, and multiple wives. They tell us at camp to get a job. Oh, and they the same ones that listen to Steve Harvey.
Yes, they do. And did anybody type S in the chat room? Listen, I don't know if they being honest with me, man. I don't understand that. That's 2 million books, brother. You damn sure battle us at camp. I've been in the battles over Steve Harvey, over Think Like a Man, Woman Thou Art Loose. I've been in those battles. Well, where you at now? Listen, you're the same people that in a minute you're going to throw away that purple dress and forget you ever heard of the IUIC. And you're not going to even want to confess that you were wrong. Well, Steve Harvey disciples, I want to hear your confession that you were wrong. And at the end of the show, play Roughneck too. Play MC Light's Roughneck. Just for the brothers back in the 90s who had to go through it. What are we playing now, you die? What am I holding? Oh, you got Nasty Nate. Steve Harvey, his wife wants to have sex with a pool boy because Steve Harvey cannot service that. Play, this is Nasty Nate. Play this.
No, I don't eat. Nobody's in the house. You get your Jergens, you all in the hand. Then you cutting on your porn, and then just as you about the phone ring, bring, oh, shh. Hello? Hey, shalom, bro. Most High in Christ bless. What's going on? You wiping your hands.
Listen to this.
The Lord believe it or not, we laughing, but that's a way of escape. That is a way to escape.
Ultra healing.
Ultra healing.
The Lord makes believe it or not, that's the way to escape. The Lord gave us masturbation as a way to escape. Nasty Nate's wife is not getting dealt with. She's not getting Rodak. He is not having sex with that woman of his. He is not touching her. That is what's happening. She's sitting in that house and he's having a staycation at home, escaping through masturbation, and a woman is not going to get touched. Well, you're going to become Steve Harvey, Nasty Nate. That's what's going to happen now. Because your wife damn sure ain't righteous. She damn sure is a purple hoe. And she's going to give sex to Big Zeus.
Yeah. And she's a Hamite too?
She's African too.
Nathaniel, is it time? Can we do it tonight?
It's tonight, Nathaniel. No, baby, I gotta get my lotion.
Yeah, let me get this Jergens. You go on in the room and wait. I'll be there.
Wait there.
You always do this to me, Nathaniel.
You brothers in the I.U.I.C.K are having sex in tissue and not in their wife, and because of that, and because of that, them African wives of theirs are going to whore on them. They're going to whore out of every draw leg. Why? Because women want roughnecks. Yeah. That's exactly what the hell they want. And you hate the fact that women like us. You cannot stand, men like Steve Harvey hate that women want us. They cannot stand it. They can't even understand why a woman would want a man like the brothers in the UPK. In their mind, that's just a foolish decision because we're so violent and so rough and so hardcore that a woman should never want a man like this. That's what the IUIC teaches women about the UPK, that a woman should never want us, should never desire us when we're all that a woman wants. And they do not want men like Steve Harvey. They don't want men like nasty Purple Nate masturbating in a tissue and not having sex with his wife and thinking it's a damn release. Back it up. So I don't know what I can do for you. All right. Brothers, sisters, mainly you're the problem. Stop listening to effeminate men getting advice from them. Even Steve Harvey doesn't want you to listen to him. If Steve Harvey's wife listens to him, she cheats on Steve Harvey with Big Brutus. And that's exactly what happened. And she did exactly what Steve Harvey told your wife to do to you. What Steve Harvey was telling all of our wives every day. You see, you women are stupid. Matter of fact, rewind to the beginning of that comedy thing. And let me tell you the kind of woman he denigrated. It's at the beginning of the comedy thing. Come here. It's at the very beginning. And you're going to hear him denigrate a little bit the best quality in so many women up. Right when I told you to start it, I forget when I said to. 3:15. Check this out. Sorry.
You know, somebody just ship in on some groceries or
rewind.
something.
Thank you. Yes, to the beginning,
Just a little bit better. See, you all have been losing the war with men because you don't know how we function. You try to play the game different from the way we play it. See, with us, there are no rules. Whatever goes, goes. If you can't supply all our needs and you are a woman, a man will go somewhere else and get them covered. But see, you, on the other hand, try to stick by his ass. Through thick and thin, good or bad. He my man. And some of y'all just hanging on to the same piece of trash you've been had for 7-8 years.
Rewind this a tape and look at the kind of he denigrated.
Or go somewhere else and get them covered. But see, you, on the other hand, try to stick by his ass. Through thick and thin, good or bad. He my man. And some of y'all just hanging on to the same piece of trash you've been had for 7-8 years. See, what I'm gonna show you, ladies, is if you can't
come on, man, you gonna belittle her because she sticks. He said thick and thin. He says he denigrated a woman for sticking by her man through thick and thin, and he denigrates her for that. Well, his woman ain't no fool, She ain't sticking by him through thick and thin. She gonna get plowed by Big Brutus.
Brother man from the 5th floor.
Yeah, brother man from the 5th floor. And Steve Harvey gonna pay for it. He gonna pay for the security and he gonna pay for the sticking that woman is gonna get. Because she ain't dumb. She ain't some idiot that would stick with a man through thick and thin. She's not like that. Now you telling me for 20 years, the UPK had to hear this and we're out in the street and women are telling us, that's just stupid. A woman, I don't see why you black women ain't angry about this. Somebody type into the chat room if you were insulted by Steve Harvey saying that you were dumb for sticking with your man. He was telling you that for 20 years. For 20 years, he was calling you stupid because you stuck with a man through thick and thin, old raggedy ass man. You just stick with him. You need to be out getting 4 men to supply all your needs. You need to get multiple men. You sisters weren't insulted by that. You didn't mind that? Oh, well, let me tell you something. Steve Harvey got a woman that listens to him. She took his sage advice, and she's a slut, just like Steve Harvey wants you to be. Now, if you had some sense, you treat Steve Harvey like any other idiot who runs his mouth with nothing to say. You just absolutely ignore it. If you like Steve Harvey for the entertainment, laugh at him. But you have to be the dumbest idiot in the world to listen to him or men like him. Commander Juliana, anything? Keep going. What do we have here? Anything else? You got more video clips? If there's questions in the chat room too, you know you can always say that. Let me see. No S's or nothing in there yet.
It was one, sir. Sister said before she found
Give her a hand. All right, that's all I'm asking. God damn, let's be vocal now that you was wrong. You was vocal back then.
Mm-hmm.
You hated us like I don't know what. We couldn't go on the street because we hated women. That's what you told us about us. You said we hated women.
Yeah.
We hated women. Come on, say apologize. That's all. It's good for your soul. It's good for you. Go ahead, look at this here. Play this right here. There's another good one.
And y'all there just lying about my girl. We're talking about she was in my other marriage and ruined it. She didn't. My marriage, I got divorced in 2005. But in 2005, let me hip you to something. I had nothing. I lost the radio show we were on in LA on March 23rd, and I lost the only TV show I had May 10th. May 23rd, I lost the radio show, and May 10th, I lost the TV show. SteveHarvey had no money. Out with Marjorie again, New Year's Eve, met her, talked to her. She was with her kids in Hawaii. We got together in 2006. We had nothing. When I asked her to marry me at the end of 2006, and then she said she wanted to get married in 2007, I sold it too soon. I got to get some stuff together. We got married in 2007. Do you know what I was doing in 2007? Nothing. We had four stations in 2005. 4. We built this. All of us built this. We had 4 stations. We turned this into something. But that woman got down in that foxhole with me and turned this into something. In 2007, we got married. In 2008, we found out that somebody had stolen 7 years of my tax return. I ain't gonna mention no name. And we owed the government $22 million and we in debt. But then guess what?
Y'all heard him crying, right? About he had nothing. I had nothing. I had nothing. My wife was with me when I had nothing. Then I found that I owed the government $22 million. I think he had something. I think he had at least $44 million. If the government takes half of your money, he had $44 million. And guess what? He didn't even pay taxes on it. He had at least $44 million. If somebody stole the money, he had $22 million sitting at home telling you he had nothing so you can cry for him and feel sorry for him while you live in the projects. And that goes to another problem. Stop feeling sorry for these people, rich people.
Yep.
Your whole life is about these people. I had nothing. General YAHANNA, he only had 4 radio shows. That's all he had. You worried about your life and your car note. SteveHarvey only had 4 shows. You worried about your problems and your child support. SteveHarvey's sitting up there with 4 measly shows with nothing. Oh, the government $22 million. You know how much money you have to owe the government $22 million? At least $44 million. That's what you'd have to have.
Gonna come.
But I got to cry for him and feel sorry for him while he's going to tell my wife to leave me. That's what he's telling y'all. Are y'all brothers 6-figure men? Okay then. Well, SteveHarvey is been telling your wife for 20 years to leave you. Are you brothers? Oh, you own businesses? Are y'all all millionaires? Huh? You're not, right? Well, SteveHarvey for 20 years has been saying your wife is dumb for staying with you. You're raggedy, and she's been holding on to you through thick and thin. She's dumb. She needs to go get 4 men to replace you.
And
or make you part, sir.
And he got rich off it.
And he got rich, but now he's crying because the wife who shared $44 million of nothing with him met her in Hawaii. You think I didn't lose that one either, you died. She was in Hawaii, which means the broad already had tons of money from some other sucker.
Yep.
He meets her in Hawaii. She shares a measly 4 radio shows with him and at least $44 million. And she was with him in the foxhole. I damn near will flip this table over. The foxhole? That's what that living like that is?
That's a very comfortable foxhole.
God damn. The foxhole. I see why he can tell your wife you're raggedy. All you do is get up every day and work a 9 to 5 and break your goddamn back and drive a truck all week and you don't even get to see your family. Oh, that's all you do. You're a bum. You're a bum, but SteveHarvey. Oh, he's a top. What's the top quality? What's the word? He's a
value.
High. He's a high value man. Men like him, of course, he's the type every woman should want. Not everyone, though. I don't think every woman wants a man like you. I think the one in your bed doesn't want you. Salakia. Anything else? Is that okay, that's the last part? He gets racial for some reason, General Young. I don't even know why. Play that last one, then we can get off it whenever you want, sir. Too. So go ahead.
What? She stayed with me in that. Then guess what? In 2009, I got Family Feud. In 2009, the book came out. In 2012, the talk show came out. I'm telling you, this woman got in the hole and built this with me. She didn't steal nothing. And I'm tired of y'all talking about my girl. Because my girl is one of the best women I've ever met. And why you black ass like you just gonna destroy somebody? I don't really know what that's about.
What was that? They had to bleep that.
But don't worry about it.
For some reason, it got racial. I don't know where that comes from, but it is built into the tribe of Judah. I'm sick of y'all black ass, blackety, chickaboo, spear, shucking monkeys. I don't know where that comes from, but that's built into the DNA, probably from slavery. That when you get mad at somebody black, get racial with him, even though you're both black. We have to sit SteveHarvey down to understand what that even is. That at your peak of anger, you call another black man a spear chucker or a monkey or this other one. What about this nappy head one they always used to do, my yo, get out of here, make these old nappy head, nappy headed thing.
Peasy head. That's when I was growing up.
Peasy head said, peasy headed, my Did you know my mother?
I think she knew my mother.
Yes, I'm a peasy-headed N-word. Yes, from somebody with hair just like yours and skin just like yours. Anyway, SteveHarvey is sick, and you should have never listened to him. You were dumb. You were foolish and stupid, and I would just like you to apologize. That's all I'm saying now. You die. Anything else? All right, the water next.
Colonel Wakan, sir. Abortions have increased significantly in states that border those with bans, new analyst finds.
If I could, sir, this is a story about, when they was making a big hoop about how they were banning abortions. It was, to protest in the street. Everybody just went to the border state and just kept on having their abortion. That's what this story is about. The abortions didn't stop at all. You had to take a bus across town or something, or jump on a bus, and if you're willing to go 15 more minutes, you can unalive your child all you want, which is what this story is about. Am I missing something, you there? All right, next. Please.
Colonel Wakan. The world has just experienced the hottest summer on record by a significant margin.
If I could, this is about, of course, the natural disasters that are picking up something terrible. I don't even think we have a story about what happened in Turkey. I was just coming here on the way here. I mean, 2,000 some odd people are unalived in Turkey from an earthquake. It happened yesterday, something like that. Over 2,000 people had an earthquake in Turkey. The natural disasters are getting absolutely biblical. Another thing that Commanding General YAHANNA and the U.P.K have been saying forever, telling you it was coming, telling you better get yourself together, because if not, there's going to be such massive unaliving that there'll be no way to escape it, save the Most High saves your life. And so now if you're over in Turkey, it's about Morocco. I'm sorry. Morocco, is that what it's saying online? Solid. Over there in Morocco, it's 2,000 some odd members of people over there, unalive, dogs looking for survivors over there right now. And now the heat wave, what they say about the heat, you die?
Colonel Wakan, sir. As heat waves continue to bake parts of the world, scientists are reporting that this blistering, deadly summer was the hottest on record.
Good Lord. It was definitely hot this year. I don't know what y'all brothers did down there in Texas and in Florida. I guess y'all was just praying down there. It must have been ridiculously hot down there. Shout out to I.S.U.P.K, Texas, Dallas, and Houston. I.S.U.P.K, Florida, and Arizona. My Lord. I think it must have been torture down there. And imagine while SteveHarvey is crying about only having 4 radio shows, it's blacks and Hispanics in Arizona with no air conditioning.
Yeah.
None. With no air conditioning at all, sitting in Arizona. Homeless people, they were finding them unalived on the sidewalks. I remember that. They're on the sidewalks, unalive from the heat, cooking on the damn sidewalk with no electricity, because of course, if you don't have it, you got to pay for an electricity bill.
Yeah.
And they don't forgive that in Arizona because it's hot. You got to pay that bill in Arizona. That thing got to be paid. And of course, an air conditioner costs money. And now we're sitting in Arizona with no air conditioning at all, with a fan. Whenever somebody said they have a fan, that is absolute disgusting poverty to have a fan in America. If you're sitting in America with a fan, you're in America or Great Britain or Canada, and you tried to get through this summer with a fan. That was your solution to this. And the government, who you've been serving for hundreds of years, gave you no better solution than a fan. That's what they told you could have, a fan. You sitting in some rat hole with some landlord, nothing works, and you have a fan to replace the air conditioning unit that's down. It's always down. It's always broke in Arizona. SteveHarvey, he only had 4 shows, so he did the best he could. You didn't have an air conditioner in the hottest summer on record forever. Type into the chat room if you didn't have a damn air conditioner. If you somehow, remember they put the 2 fans in, they thought that was science, sir. They get 2 windows. They put one fan blowing out,
and
another fan blowing in. That was science.
Created a vortex.
Yeah, that was a vortex of wind. Which did nothing but cook your ass, make a convection oven in that damn house.
I heard there's some shelters like for black families and Hispanic families that they don't even allow the air conditioning in the room. They gotta have a fan.
I've never heard of that.
Get the rule. What was the rule? What was the rule back then
in the shelter?
I
don't know.
I forget the rule. Why?
Forget about prison.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
All them brothers and sisters in prison. Yeah. I ain't no fans up in there, especially down there. I mean, no air conditioning. Might not have no fan.
I ain't
Some
even
of themselves down there. You know what I mean? Especially down in the South,
Louisiana.
Jesus Christ. You know what I mean?
You die.
Like,
really ain't no excuse, man. The Bible says this in the scriptures, right? That it's high time to come out of sleep to wake up, man. It's that time, y'all. Like, stop playing and really get yourself focused on this truth and get in here to change your life. Like, it's that time. You got a scripture for me, brother? Hey, Romans 13, verse 11. Everybody need to take heed to this, especially with the signs of the times going on. All these things going on, better take heed to what the Most High is showing you. Go ahead, brother. God, the book of Romans, chapter 13 and verse 11. And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. Time now to wake up out of sleep, man. Get that darkness off of you, man. To stop playing games with the Most High. Come in here and change your life, man. Time to really wake up. No more time for the games of playing, man. It's high time. Go ahead, brother.
For now is our salvation nearer than what we believe.
And let me tell you something. That salvation is nearer, but I'm going to say this to you, man. The Most High bring a judgment on the earth too as well. You know what I mean? If you ain't doing what he say do. You don't want to get caught on the wrong side. Don't get caught on that left-hand side. That left-hand side is hell. You better hear what General Hyman bringing out. General YAHANNA about being on the wrong side of the Lord. Because if you're on that wrong side, you caught in hell. That's it, brother.
You're done.
White boy charged with attempted murder after trying to drown black teen who told him he couldn't swim.
There's another terrible story. This story comes up every few years. This same story. I remember years ago, sir, we used to do the one about when they dragged the brother behind the car. It was another couple of ones like that. Yep. Whereas is this the classic story of the one black friend that hangs around the white boy, that hangs around the oppressors? And what happens inevitably, this story will come up every few years. Go ahead, you die.
Sir.
There's video to this too, I remember, right? At the lake. If I saw it, but we might not have it, but go ahead.
White teenager.
That was a recent story, like you said. It comes up every year. Recently. I ain't sure if we did it. I think we did. But about the brother who with the white friends, they walking through the woods, meet another group of white friends who decide he ain't supposed to be here and went to fight and try to lynch him. But the white people he was with fought to stop him. Yeah. But they was trying to lynch him, right?
Yeah. It was a big lawsuit.
Yeah. I ain't hear about that.
Yeah. They weren't friends. It was they was cutting through some Edomites' land. And the Edomites probably usually let you go through. But this day they was like, whoa, what you got here? and the Edomites, brother. And I mean, the film is horrific. They told them, just go, just leave. Just go. And they was like, no, we ain't going. He said, just leave. Hey, he was hollering, brother. They almost there. That's the film. Is that it? Yeah, that's it.
Jenna.
I ain't never even seen
That's all that. That's it.
Yeah, that's we're trying to stop them from lynching people, man. It was crazy. And they got locked up for it, too.
God damn.
Now, he had a whole lawsuit, civil suit against him. He was simple as hell anyway.
That's the story. They never could believe racism
that's the
exists.
story, really. Right.
Like, I can't believe in this day and time. I mean, oh,
yeah, like now he on the talk show circuit talking about, look.
They got it.
Friends turned violent when the group shown here clashed with his group about allegedly being on private
They were stopped.
You with your 5 white friends? You happy with your 5 white friends?
A trio of videos he shared in a detailed Facebook post about the incident have since gone viral. In it, he explains how he decided to go talk to the group.
They was like nigga lovers. You know what I mean? I hope I ain't mess up no TikTok.
Have a conversation with someone that might be saying something racist. But I'm a black man that has grown up in Southern Indiana. I've always had to navigate that difficult road.
Bach says his goodwill gesture failed and things quickly became dangerous.
Aren't you happy about that?
What do you really want to call me?
Do it, you nappy-headed.
What do you want to call me?
What did you think they were going to do to you?
I felt that they were going to try to do everything they could to seriously injure me and if not kill me. And if I had a doubt, the doubt was removed when I heard one of them yell at, the friend like a command to get a noose. It's 2020. How do we not have a federal anti-lynching act?
Part of the reason is this man. Senator Rand Paul blocked a bill the House passed in February.
It's a federal anti-Asian bill.
Yeah.
Anti-hate crimes towards Asian. Yeah. That bill does exist.
Come. Like, General, the scriptures say this is not your rest. Like, when you gonna realize this is not your rest? That's why it's very important. And the fallacy in the Christian church, the Roman Catholic Church, and all them philosophies, the doctrines, they keep you from your heritage. Because when you know who you are, the Bible said this is not your rest. Meaning, this ain't where you're gonna be able to get comfortable at. He got comfortable and said, well, why isn't there a bill or something to save me? There ain't none. And if it was, they surely don't care. Like, they don't care. So how can you get comfortable in this land knowing what you know? You know what I mean? Come out of the lies. And that Christian church, they are culpable for a lot of the stuff going on because they keep you asleep. They keep you so asleep that this right here you're going to walk into every day. This is like almost the same thing that guy going to that church. Who went to that church in South Carolina? Dylan Roots?
There you go.
It's the same exact thing. They let the cat come in there and he praying with him while he plotting on killing them because y'all got comfortable. Like, this is not your rest. The scriptures say it. This ain't where you're supposed to get comfortable at. This was a punishment for us from the Lord for disobeying his laws. But if you don't know who you are, you're not going to know it. You're going to be in La La Land.
Yeah.
Like him. He look like he's still in La La Land, dude.
Yeah. And that's heavy you said that, La La Land. Y'all sleep. You got to wake up, man. Listen, I thank the Lord for you again, Commander General YAHANNA, for keeping us woke and knowing what's going on. It's such a blessing. It's damn near a miracle to understand why things are happening in life, to understand life, to understand why these people did this to us, or else you go crazy trying to figure out why does racism still exist? Why does this? I got a call last week, sirs, about 6 a.m. It's super early. I'm up for some reason. My phone happened to ring. I looked at a strange number. Israelite school of I.S.U.P.K. Yeah, man. Hey, can I attend your guys' classes? I'm a white guy. I'm something. Can I attend your class? I said, man, it's 6 a.m. I said, you know good and well you can't attend our classes. What's wrong with you? Man, but I'm part Indian and something. I said, what was your father? He was Irish, but my mother was that would make you an Irish man. No, you can't attend our classes. Come on, I like to support and attend your classes. How? I said, it's too early, man. Why don't you go to Disney World? Take your kids out, bungee jump, enjoy America, but you cannot sit in our class. You racist monkey! You fucking racist monkey! He called me and I said, all right, I'm up. Shit, let's go. Boom, you dirty, you shit, you came there. We went back and forth till he hung up. But boy, his real feelings came out. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I wanted to bring out. And so, but it surely wasn't I wasn't shocked because it's 2023. You know what I'm saying? I understood.
If I could, Maya, it is 2023, and after all this time, I cannot believe that black people still have white friends. That's what I can't believe.
God.
That's what shocks me.
God.
How could you possibly be shocked that racism exists in 2023? You should actually be shocked that black people are still hanging around white people. That is what's shocking. You telling me in this day and age, black people are still having white friends? After everything that has happened in 2023, you still have white friends? I can't believe that in this day and age. I can't believe that with all that has happened in history. You see, that's the more logical statement, right? That makes more sense than I can't believe that white people are racist in 2023, which means I would have to ignore 6,000 years of history to be shocked that they're trying to lynch me today. When in actuality, you should be shocked if a black person hangs around white people. That should shock you because that literally makes no sense because you have an abundance of history to tell you that you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't go to those pools and those swimming holes and go drink with them, drink all those damn Budweisers and Miller Lights with them in the back of the car. You shouldn't go to Makeout Lane and whatever those little small town football games on Friday night with white people. In this day and age, in 2023, you're still hanging around white people? That's shocking. I'm shocked by that. This story is going to always come up. And you see him, he said, I've always had to navigate this area where I'm not accepted by white people. In this day and age, he doesn't realize that he's going to get lynched. In 2023, why is this a shock to him? The man just said on the screen, I've always had to navigate this type of environment where I can't go around white people. Why is he shocked? He shouldn't be shocked. Please, we don't have you die. Salaki.
Sir,
if I could. Go ahead.
Okay, 2023, right? I want to take everybody back to 1990. In 1990, I got my first duty station. I was Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. I got on base. The first week they shut the base down. That's the reason why. They had this Edomite handing out applications to the KKK. He was going to catch rooms, right? With applications to give them to Edomites. Well, there's one Edomite was in a room with a brother. And the brother saw it like, yo, what the hell is this? What's going on? And he saw the boy who did it and got some other cats and they beat him up with a fire extinguisher, right? So they beat him with the fire extinguisher. And you know how he got caught? Another brother told on him. And it was so serious that the one who snitched, they moved him to Camp Pendleton, California. And they figured he was going to get it for snitching. You know what I mean? Like, why are you shocked? Back then it was the same. Now it's the same. It ain't changing. No. It's still the same. The problem is you wanted to change. You keep thinking this is your rest. It ain't your rest. Like, you're not equal in this land. When you going to get it through your head, your thick skull? It's time for us to come together. I mean us. I'm talking about what the Bible says in Zephaniah 2:1. These 12 tribes. Blacks, Hispanic, Native Indian. This is a time for us to come together, man. You know what I mean? It's time for us to come together now as one.
Damn right. Good man. You got it, Morel.
Hurricane Lee, now a Category 3, projected path, maps, and tracker.
I'm sorry, Morel. We better go to that story about the brother they tried to drown.
Oh, Khan. You got it.
Connor Wakan, sir. A white teenager was charged with attempted murder and assault with a dangerous weapon after he allegedly tried to drown a black boy who told him he couldn't swim. The 14-year-old defendant, who prosecutors say was known to the court, met the victim while another white teen on July 19th at a pond at Cape Cod, Massachusetts. He allegedly picked up a rock and threatened the black teen and called him the N-word.
The black boy put on a life jacket and told the other boys he could not swim. Prosecutors said, but when all three teens went into the water, the alleged assailant began to tug on the victim's life jacket and held him underwater 4 or 5 times.
I mean, we'll wait a few months. It'll be another one of these stories. Yeah. I mean, it's just happening. It's going to happen periodically. There'll be some serial case of your white friends trying to unalive you. Somehow when you're in those woods, I don't know why they go into the damn woods. Somehow the activities always end up at some lake or some pool or somewhere in the woods. You walked into the woods with white people. Yeah. In this day and age, in 2023, you walked into the woods with your white friends. There is no one that experiences more racism than a black person who has white friends. Right. You're experiencing 10 times the racism that I do. You have white friends, which means you have found a way to have a tough skin so that you can be called the N-word every now and again. So that you can be treated like garbage every now and again. It kind of rolls off your back when you're with your white friends and they want to touch your hair. You know what happens, Maya? There are sisters that have white friends and they have to get used to a white woman touching their hair to be shocked by the texture. I'm telling you the truth. They kind of get a, go ahead, you want to touch it? They got to break out of the feeling of being uncomfortable when a white girl goes, wow, does it absorb water? Mm-hmm. How does the water? I'm telling you actual things that they say. Mm-hmm. So if you're a brother that's hanging with white people, you've grown and found a way to be comfortable with their racism. Mm-hmm. And then you go into the woods with them to the fishing hole and before you get there, you say, listen, I can't swim, y'all. I just want all y'all to know. Thinking that they're gonna go, oh, let's take it easy on him. He can't swim. Yeah. Brother, when they heard that you couldn't swim, I mean, their fangs probably grew.
They probably looked at each other.
They probably literally had vampire fangs drop down out their mandibles.
We got one.
Yes. But meanwhile, you saying it like, hey, I can't swim, Jimmy. You know, take it easy on me in the fishing pool. And they rush you into that pool and hold you underwater. Yediah, you want to say something? Go ahead.
I had a little incident in my slavery like a couple of days ago where these two doubles with this young brother that just got hired. The one big goofy looking double gonna tell him, he said, hey boy, bring that power jack back here. I wasn't done with it. I got up, sir. I think I was on the phone in the car. I told that brother, keep the fuck going with that jack. I run shit back here. And both devils got real quiet and put their heads down.
Give him a hand.
Right. So I get for the profanity, sir.
No, sir. I saw a video, man, that I was uncomfortable watching the video. These sisters tried to stop this Edomite woman from touching their baby's hair. Like you brought up hair. Mm-hmm. These like looked like they was coming from church. I don't know, shopping, but they was dressed up like church women and pushing a little baby girl. And the Edomite woman, they was passing her outside. You might say, oh my gosh, she's such a beautiful baby. Look at her hair. Oh my, they went to the Edomite went to touch her hair, the baby in the stroller. And this woman got in the way of the arm, like, oh, excuse me, let me excuse me. And then the Edomite tried to go around, like, and she blocked her again. And then the black one just started laughing, like, and then the other women with her, they all started laughing because they know she blocking this white woman from touching the baby. And the white woman looking, not understanding why she's laughing, and then I guess go on and stop, and then walked away. And then the video is like, she won't let the lady touch the baby, ha ha! And they all laughing hysterically. Mm-hmm. I said, oh my God, that's so uncomfortable.
But what made you uncomfortable about it?
The way instead of not just telling her, I'm sorry, ma'am, this and that, the laughter I think made me uncomfortable.
How they weren't that serious about it. Like it was almost like. They blocking the Edomite, or they see her blocking the Edomite, but they themselves that were laughing didn't take the seriousness of the disrespect of the Edomite touching the baby's head.
And I think the laughing, all of them starting to laugh, that laughter was like some, I don't know, defense.
Like, was it like this is a joke?
It was like, they all start laughing together how she blocking the Edomite because the person on the camera, you hear her saying, she won't let her touch the baby. Ha ha. But they're laughing. When they started laughing, it was nothing funny at first. But the laughing was just like to distract this white woman to make her stop trying to touch the baby. You know what I'm saying? Something like that.
Could they have been embarrassed?
Embarrassed. Don't seem like they was embarrassed. but they did not want her to come. This woman did not want her to come touching on.
No, I'm talking about the ones that laughed. Were they together?
They were together.
They were all together.
It seemed like they was like maybe a family or at least friends, but together. And she started blocking. I think the laughter might have started because of her blocking the Edomite. But then they just start laughing like hysterically. Like I guess it was just funny to them. But it was a weird laughter on it, and weird that they just couldn't say, "Excuse me, just don't touch the."
Maybe you gotta see the tape.
You know,
to understand what that was.
No, you good, General. Was it like a jigaboo laugh? Almost like when you know how like when somebody around Edomites they change and don't want to really say what they want to say or really try to stop what they want to stop. Like they try to capitulate to them not to make them feel uncomfortable.
Okay, right. Like they could not say to her, I don't want you to touch the baby. They couldn't say it. So it was like just getting in her way and then laughing, I guess, to make her go away or some shit.
Could it be?
No,
could it be that they were laughing to get her? I mean, to lighten the mood for what they was stopping her from doing? Could have been like Massa wants to touch the baby. We can't say no, but.
Yeah, that definitely was it. That definitely was it. Yeah,
that's just what it sounds like.
They couldn't really bring it out to Massa.
Couldn't just tell us since she was an Edomite. They could say, "Yo, don't touch my child. I don't let strangers touch my child's head." So they had to laugh the thing off. Was you gonna say something?
That makes complete sense, and that makes sense that that's what made you uncomfortable because you're the same race as them.
Right.
So it's make you looking at it feeling
like, why did you just say
about your race, about your people? Like they can't say it.
Right.
Massa had so much power that you couldn't even.
Little struggling woman.
Right.
You know what I mean, she was dressed like she had a little money though,
right?
Old lady, but again, it's like embarrassing that you can't just tell these people to do that.
Yeah,
you know.
Wow. Go ahead. Get the mic. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's right.
Good.
That's rough.
That's rough, General.
Amber Stone said, "Could you play the video?"
That'll be good.
She said it's easy to find.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The brothers look.
Get some shout outs while we're here.
Please.
Big shout out to Nazam Anna. Big shout out to you, Most High in Christ. To Koa Israel, what's going on? General Katham Gabar, big up to him. Amber Stone, big shout out to General Kubala Mav, Lions Well, OB, West Philly for life, 1992, always holding us down. Rakah Yasads, Ashley Williams, forgive me if I mess it up. Makwadash, big up to you, Makwadash. Mata Yaba Yum Yum, big shout out to you. Omar Muhammad, what's going on, Warrior? West Philly still in there. Who else I got up in here? Loyal to the King, holding it down. That's what's up. Haas Bunyamian, that's General Haas right here. Trooper Ga'al Salaki Ga'al Yala. UBK, Parata Za, big shout out to you. Mish Rowe, what's up, Sister Batharawana? Big shout out to you. Rakaya Sad, I think I got you. Ayash Kabawad, holding it down, mighty man. Doing it all day, every day. Yahawada Bun, Yahawada, big shout out to you. Adolfo Last, big shout out to you. Give back what you stole. That's one of the best names in the chat, bro. All right, Barack Banah, holding it down. Critical Thinker in the building. Pakad Bun Rawbon, what's going on? Makwalat holding us down. Sawapya Allah Bun Yum Yum holding it down, calling it heavy tonight. Twill Williams tonight. Oliver Arnold tonight, holding it down. Who else is up here? Baba TV everywhere. Every time fire. Salaki Baba. Holding us down, man, all the way out of Syracuse. Omar Muhammad, I got you earlier. Quora Lakum, I got you in there. Kazakh Tamar, what's going on? I'm getting everybody tonight. So that's it. I'll get everybody else later on if I could. All right. Big shout out to everybody up in the chat room holding down with us. You know what I'm saying?
What you got, you die? Oh, Marah, whoever.
We got some footage if I may.
Go ahead.
We got footage.
This is of the drowning, attempted drowning.
Caught on my car, sir.
Oh wow!
And they charged the Edomite.
I think so. Yeah, and they did. They absolutely did charge the Edomite. Go ahead.
Resort in the Free State province of South Africa. The cell phone footage was posted on social media by the sister of the victims. She claimed on Twitter that her brothers were attacked by grown men. because the pool they were swimming in was reserved for whites only.
Yeah,
The second video was released on the following day.
This one happened in the woods, and I don't think there was any video with this.
But that sounds like some Edomites didn't want them Hamites getting
That's
in
what that looked
pool.
like. Yes,
In South Africa.
In South Africa.
Like this, something about that pool. The Edomites don't like us
what's
in that
up with
pool.
that?
They don't
There's
like you in
something
that
to
same water. They think
Drain
that
the whole
chocolate
goddamn
gonna- Yeah,
pool.
they think that chocolate gonna do
Why
something to them.
so?
Yeah,
That is wild.
It's a deep thing. With that.
Go ahead, you know.
When the reality is, we probably shouldn't be trying to get in the pool
That-
with
that-
them.
that was
You know
like-
what
yeah,
I'm saying?
that might be
You know what I'm
lice
saying?
and
And what I wanted to say earlier was that brother that went in that woods with the Edomites got an extreme low self-esteem problem. Like a lot of times you sitting up there hearing them speak good English and being around the Edomites, and you think that they're just educated and just into the Edomite world and sophisticated. A lot of times it just be simple as low self-esteem. So low self-esteem that they feel that they have to do whatever they have to do to be loved by the Edomites. Like that brother is lucky the Edomites didn't lynch him. The ones he went in there with, not the ones he ran into. The ones he went in there with. That has happened so many times with us in this empire where we put our trust in a people who have, done so much evil to us. Wait till you see what they're getting ready to do in the near future, brother. If this kingdom and these empires on this earth were allowed to go on, they would kill every dark race on this earth. They would exterminate and genocide every dark race on this earth. The things that they sit up there and well did the Lord speak about them in Deuteronomy under Moses when he talked about he would send a fierce nation against us. Like these people, all they think about day and night is war and killing. They don't even enjoy being on the earth unless they are doing evil towards another man. It tells you that in the Apocrypha as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That they're not happy unless they do that. And brother, for us to not realize that and begin to help ourselves is such a mistake. And we have such a belief in our heart that the only way that we could be successful in this world is if we join them. It's the only way. When the Lord wanted us to be totally opposite, wants us to be totally opposite, to care so much about ourselves that we help ourselves, that we do something for us. But we love them so much, we want to be with them. We get ourselves. If you get your self-esteem from another race, you in bad shape.
Come.
If your self-worth is based on how another race decides whether or not you're acceptable or not, is the evilest thing on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're gonna have to get on a treadmill, you understand, to make another race happy. And boy, did we try that for 400 years. And it never panned out.
Lie, sir.
You know what I mean? Slaka, you ready?
That's right, damn right.
Conor McCon, next story.
Did we do did we done with the swimming pool? So we're missing something else. Okay, I think we solid. I think we did it. Then go ahead, next story.
Conor McCon, sir. There was a story that happened that everybody was talking about. There was this Hamite woman, a Somali woman named RodaBashe, who scammed, you know what I mean, a lot of people out of $40,000 by claiming that a brother hit her with a brick because she wouldn't give him the number.
Wait, it never happened?
She was never hit with the brick. She
So what lumped her up like that?
She injected herself with something.
You making that up?
La, sir.
This a sister?
No, this is a
Hamite. Put the picture. I saw the picture. The picture was coming out the walls. The picture was everywhere, but I didn't know that it was fake.
Wow.
When we see the picture, know it.
I'm gonna see it.
The woman was lumped up. It was all over my phone. I mean, she looked like she had a subdural hematoma, brother. That was about big as this damn table. I mean, there she go right there. She played the other one. Wait, sorry. Play the one down. No, go back to where you were before. That one was she in the hospital right there. Not that one. The one to the side when she got the hospital gown on. Right. Okay, that's the devil. I mean, the Edomite, the oppressor is in front of it. But woo, she had the one. She was in the hospital, sir. I mean, that thing was growing up here like she should have been dead. Like she should have been unalived. It was that big. Now Yedaya is saying now that I thought somebody hit it with a brick outside of a club.
There it is, right there.
This thing was breaking the internet.
She was hit in the face with a brick. Bystanders did nothing about it.
So this video footage that they playing, where's that from?
Okay, played in the first one. Yedaya out in front of the nightclub.
And did she? So she raised a bunch of money, I assume.
Because she raised over $40,000. She's a social media. This Hamite's a social media influencer. All of that was a stunt to get money.
This thing was breaking the internet. It was on regular TV. It was on CNN. On how she was out in front of some club because she kept saying, all these black men were here. None of these black men helped me. So that part broke the internet because it was like, black men don't defend black women. So now every blog has the question of why don't black men defend black women? It was coming out the walls for about 2 days because she was, here you go, please. Let me play for Commander Juliana real fast. This is what started the whole
Crazy women's story.
Face, I would have given her my number. And all y'all just watch. What you want to see? What you want to see? What y'all do? I want y'all to be a man. I want y'all to be a man. Do something. Y'all gonna let a man hit me in my face?
Let me tell you. Let me tell you why this is such an amazing story. I should let you play it. You playing it, right? Well, I mean, I think we get most of the gist, right? Y'all want to go on?
No, you see the lump. I'm just showing you the lump.
I see it.
That was it. Then go ahead. Bring it back to Juliana.
Let me tell you something, Ma. Boy, that's a good lesson for us. That was an amazing story, and not so much because she lied. I mean, the Hamites, y'all act like y'all believe the Kool-Aid. You act like Hamites are innocent, pure black people. You know what I mean? I remember in the 90s, man, not even the 90s, it was the early 2000s. Yeah. We was up in the club and on TV and radio and everywhere else, and all we was hearing was sisters talking about they want a pure black man, a mandingo man, this and that, until he had done the full Nigerian swindle on her. Maxed all her credit cards out, got a couple of loans, stole her house, and then she's looking for help. This is so us in this that she thought about this. She made 40 G's off of this simply because she knew that black women have an anger towards black men. And so she used it. She went out there and said, look, none of these black men helped me. None of these. And I guarantee you that 40,000 came from black women, please. Black women paid her because black women who hate black men think the same way. And once again, that comes from us loving these nations so much. And they're going to do so much more. They're going to do so much more. That old Polite, who they say he ain't a Hamite. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. But once again, like all you did was get scammed by a Hamite. Scammed on a fake religion, scammed on a fake real estate, housing, God knows what. Scammed on a guru thing. Scammed on all of that, man. Tried to slander Tazariak. Them Hamites and all these nations. And we such suckers. And all these nations, all of them are way swifter than you.
Yeah.
All of them are swifter than you. The Lord said, I send you as sheep among wolves. You among the other nations. Like the Lord got to protect the 12 tribes because these other nations would do you in, strip you down, rob your nation, and put you in slavery over and over again. And once again, why the Lord raises up prophets, because prophets don't care about nothing but what the Lord said. They don't care about what it looks like. They don't care about what the times are like. They don't care about none of that. They care about what the Lord said. And because of that, they'll always stand with the Lord and they'll always watch over the nation. Everybody else, you could read that Bible from Genesis to Revelation. Every time we got in with these heathens, they always gave us their influence and philosophy. Next thing you know, we stuck up under them. Give me the one where the Lord said in Deuteronomy, where he said, the nation that is among you shall get up above you very high. Famous scripture in the Hebrew Israelite world. Like this madness, this is why she was able to scam them, because she read the room
on our hatred and destruction between us, and then burned us on it and played us on it. And here's the thing we don't understand. We don't ever think that these heathens would be as diabolical as we are. Let me hit you with something. They're all cheating on their tests.
Yikes.
They're all paying their way through school. You heard about the whole scandal with them Hollywood actors and actresses who were paying for their kids to go to school.
That's right.
Tons of these Hamites are buying tests. I told you, I know a brother, this brother, okay, I ain't gonna go into too much, but this brother, all he did in college was write reports for people. And all heathens. The heathens was breaking down his door. This cat, all he do all day and night, write reports. Write, you know, what do they call them things you got to write for the
papers?
Papers and all that. Yeah. He was doing that all day long. He made a mint of money, and he still had to leave money on the table because he just could not write enough for these Edomites. You think that these Edomites, with this whole GPT, where they can write stuff for you, man, every heathen you're going to hear about going to all be in college. Every last one of them going to college right now. Why? Because they know they can cheat. That's what heathens do. They cheat. And let me tell you something. Because they have made us like the criminals and the drug dealers, we have the bad reputation. And we fall for it when they put it on us. Do you know that every nation just about in the world is selling drugs in America? Did you know that? Did you know that all these nations are selling pills and drugs and illegal guns? Yep. They're all doing it here in America. You understand? You think it's just some Jake on the street selling drugs or selling guns, and it's some heathen from, you know, some country you never heard of that's through their government doing all kinds of criminal acts. They killing and murder. They doing 10 times worse than you could ever do. And you know why they can do that? Because you've been painted with the reputation that they do not have. Like, you are painted as the criminal. You are painted as the evil person. You are painted as any mistake or error that you make is exploited beyond belief while they stay innocent and hidden. I'm not surprised. A Hamite? A Hamite? Man, as soon as they open their mouth, I'm looking at them sideways. I don't believe nothing that they're saying. Not a word. They come with that accent. We looking at them like this is a pure man. You know, like he's honest and all that. You better change your mindset with it. A lot of black women been scammed by it and all that. And they'll go through lengths you wouldn't go through. Like the average black person love themselves too much to inject themselves with God knows what she put inside that face. It could be mud or dirt or Botox or who knows, skin cream, any kind of chemical, food, rice. It might be rice sitting up in her face. You don't know what's in there. You understand? But it's probably banana pudding sitting up inside her damn jaw. So she do all that just to scam you to get the money out of you. They'll do that. And then you wonder how they made so success by being slimy, you know, horrible people. And for all that we've suffered, we are the least corrupt of all these nations. That's right. Yet we suffered more than all these nations. You understand? And on top of that, if I could, rarely do we scam them. Ain't a single African getting scammed. There's plenty of rich Africans here. Please. They ain't getting identity theft. They ain't getting robbed. They ain't getting none of that. You understand? You robbing each other. That's right. You moving on them. So, man, I'm not surprised. That's a lesson for us. And the lesson for us is this. And this is what we brought out the other day when it came to that show where they had that talk show with the brothers who had that heathen on there who was talking about what black men should be doing and all that. Like, that's a red flag. If a heathen is bringing up our discord between us as a means to further their agenda, they got to be stopped. They got to be told, this ain't none of your business. This is our business. You get out of our business. You worry about your people. And this is the thing. Every nation got poor. Every nation. Have you seen Afghanistan? You know how much dope? They said like 25% of Afghanistan are heroin addicts. They got whole areas of heroin dens all over Afghanistan and different countries as well. But once again, they come over here clean. You don't see the ghetto in India. If you see how they living in some of them ghettos in India, they drinking water that comes down in a trough. You understand? The water they drinking, brother, comes out of the pipe out of somebody else's toilet, rides down and comes down to them. That's what, and they cooking with it and all that. They bathing in it. You go out there and who bathes in a non-moving river? I mean, what do they call it? A lake, in a mini lake where the sediment and everything stays in there. But you don't see that in their nation. You just see them over here. So of course you looking at them like they're somebody special and they got some success. And of course they looking at you like you're filthy and on the bottom. And meanwhile, these people, man, if you see how they living in their country, you go back to their countries and see how the poor and see how they treat their own. You'd be shocked to see what the hell they doing down there. So that's a good lesson for us. I'm glad she got that 40 grand out of us. And you better get ready because them Nigerians they are experts at scamming. Them and other groups. You know what I mean? Heathens, they experts at scamming and robbing and ripping you off. And that's why the Lord said that we're not to join with them, man. We're not to join with them at all. And let me tell you something else, too. I'm watching that tape, and I'm seeing something else in that tape that's real dangerous. You see how she was calling them brothers out? Y'all was standing around. Y'all ain't did. Now, she did it over a fake thing in her face. What if she did it to get a brother locked up? What if she said, he did that to me? What if she did that? Now the cops come and see her face swole up, full of Jell-O pudding. What the hell you think gonna happen to that brother? Edomites did that to us for years, falsely accusing Emmett Till.
That's right.
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
That's right.
Many, many times that was done where we were falsely accused by the heathen, and because of the reputation they try to put on us, we were the ones that were blamed for what happened. It was already assumed that we were the guilty party, and then we were attacked based on it. Brothers and sisters, we better wake up, and we better not allow these nations to have the better right of way when it comes to us. And we better all stop hating Black men, Latino men, and Native Indian men. You understand? A lot of you sisters don't know that you being taught to hate these men. You being taught, you know what Black women are being taught in America? You being taught to focus your failure in life and your pain in life and your suffering in life on a man. Your lack of success financially is all based on this man. This man is my problem. This man is the reason I can't make no money. This man is this. This man is that. In some cases, it's true. You got a lot of crazy brothers out here. I don't doubt that. That's why we have a council about it. Yeah, right. But it's in the atmosphere by the slave master. The slave master wants Black people, Black men, Latino men, Native Indian men hated and degraded. They spent countless hours sitting down and planning out how to destroy your families, how to make sure your families would never be strong, how to make sure our kids would never follow after us, would make sure that when they hit puberty that they would rebel against us, to make sure that you and your rib would not work together to bring forth them great kids. The best thing he could ever do is to break that family so that them kids don't never come up the right way. They don't have a mother and a father like the Edomites do. And then you get to be a byword for them. But Black men they don't take care of their kids. Black men always running out or this and this and that. Meanwhile, they doing it the whole time and keeping you in confusion. And you got to circle the wagons around your people. Your people got to be the valuable one. That Hamite sitting up there talking about black men and sitting around doing nothing. She's another nation. Why she ain't calling no African? Like ain't no black man supposed to be there helping her. But you black women saw that and handed her 40 grand, got played. Handed her 40 grand when they should have never, they should have been like, listen, you call your African brothers.
God.
Let them come and help you. What you calling us for? And by the way, black men are the only ones that help black women. You are in the illusion because you can call 911 that the Edomites will come and help you in all cases. When won't nobody else help you but a black man.
That's right.
Go get mugged in the Chinese neighborhood. See if they gonna see if somebody gonna be like, hey, get away from her. They're gonna hold on. Who does? I don't know. They're gonna let you get slaughtered right there. Go do that. Go do it in the Edomite neighborhood. You go read about it. It's always us. But when you see it on the news, it's always us. I remember some woman dropped some kid out of the car. She driving, the kid opened the door and fell out the car. Was in the middle of the street. They riding back and forth. A brother jump out and get like Superman. Snatched him up, ran, got him up out the sidewalk and everything. And then they came and pulled up, the Edomites and all that pulled up. And brother, that sister barely thanked that brother for saving her child's life. She thank you. Go ahead.
I saw another video. It was a prank, but you know the people didn't know it. The brothers didn't know it. There's a baby in the car seat, put on top of the car. The mother act like she's doing something. Then she hop in the car and pull off with the baby on top. But it's no baby. It's fake.
It's a fake.
But brother, when she pulled off, all the brothers start chasing. Hey, the baby on the car, and tried to come to that baby's rescue and jump and flag her down, caught up with the car and all that. So you got the baby on, trying to get the baby off, and then they get out. Oh, it's just a prank. And then they all like, oh. But it show you, the care, like you saying. We the ones, we the Superman. Running to the rescue.
Yes. You know what I mean? But and it's amazing that we even do with how much they have degraded us. It's amazing that we even still have it in us to say, yo, man, go fix something wrong. To go be a hero about something wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing we even do. It's amazing we don't be like, and some brothers in their pain and in their suffering have turned against sisters and hate them now. And they hate you because you hating them. You know what I mean? So that's how that happens sometimes.
Don't want to come.
Yeah, he all right. He all right. He can do his thing. He ain't bothering us. He good.
If I could, so I got this earlier for you, just to tell the truth about the other nations who they claim are better than us. This is a bathroom in India. And in India, they eat with their right hand because they do not have toilet paper. And so they only eat with their right hand because they use their left hand to scoop the feces from themselves and to run water on it. And that's the toilet. And in the Indian, and this is in India, in a restaurant. And that's it. And there's a row of these. You can just look up Indian toilet. There's just rows of these in the restaurant that you squat over and relieve yourself in that hole, and water over on the side for you to wash your left hand because there's no toilet paper. Then they come to America and sell us food and own all the restaurants in our neighborhood, and they're better than us and they're the higher class of citizen. Meanwhile, they literally scoop the feces out of their butts in India. Literally. And there's the toilet. And that's in a restaurant. And that's all. And that's the truth of them.
And if I could add something to it, and all the nations hate you. They racist in all these nations.
Yes.
You go to any one of them. Go to Japan. You think you loved in Japan? They copying you and hate you.
Yeah.
Go to all them countries. India hates black people.
Yeah.
And they darker than me and you.
Yeah.
Some of them dark like soot.
Forget about it.
And still hate you when they identify you being another race.
Yeah.
And once again, you can't ask black people, Latino people, to not push back when the whole world is pushing up against them. The whole world is hating you. The whole world is blaming you. The whole world is looking at you like you are the problem. The whole world is identifying you as the reason life is bad. And you don't know it yet, but you about to know it in a second. Oh boy, you about to know it. If we make it through another year, I'm gonna be surprised because this place here is unraveling like I can't even explain. You know what I mean? Y'all got to come out to my lecture. I'm telling you, because I'm gonna be talking about gaming and porno, but I'm gonna be talking about the Third World's War and what they're doing in a whole against the entire world and how they want to restructure this kingdom, brother. And the things they want to do is beyond evil. They study evil. So, Lockie.
General, listen, you brought something back to my memory about this here with this whole bathroom thing. When I was in Istanbul, Turkey, and we went to the bathroom, it was so similar like this here. I mean, it was damn near. I'm looking, having flashbacks, and damn, I've seen it before. And what I see, in my mind, I'm thinking, it was in Turkey, Istanbul. We went there. It was so similar to the same thing right here, to the point where you ain't want to go to the bathroom. Like, I ain't want to go in there. I didn't want to step my boots in there. I said, nah, I'm going to have to wait. I'm good. It was the same thing. Like, it's just disgusting. But they treat us like we ain't nothing.
Yeah.
That's the point.
And you see that, right? Now, General Hayes, he was the old knucklehead in the world, right? Joined the military, but he see these heathen customs and be like, I ain't stupid. I ain't doing that. That was beneath us. You understand? And that's because, like the General YAHANNA is saying, they act like we beneath them and uncivilized.
Yeah.
When the thing inside of you, Black and Hispanic and Native American Indian man, is greater than all of them. You see what they doing in India. They scoop the poop with their hand and rinse it with water. Now, what the hell? The water just make it look good. That don't mean it's clean. You understand? I don't mean it's clean. Listen, Asians, man, they act like they geniuses and they rich. And listen, buying up all the farmland in America. China owns damn near half America, all the land they say China's buying, right? And me and General Hyman, we was young in the truth, went in a super huge, it's still there, Asian supermarket down on Washington Avenue in Philadelphia. We go in there and they cutting the meat and in the back and doing the fish and spitting on the floor all over the goddamn place. Working and spitting, to where we looked at each other, me, I think it was General Hyman and another brother who dropped his sword. We looking at each other like, you know, and then start looking at the customers, waiting for everybody to be outraged and say something. But they was going about their normal business because they was all Asians. And we looking around, and it's just, they was normal. You hear and we said, let's get the hell out of here. And we rolled out because it was just too disgusting for us. And we was little knuckleheads in the hood too. You know what I'm saying? Another brother, I forget who it is, saw the Arabs who sell you that Arab chicken. Why? And that rice and that lamb you love on them gyros. They lift their feet up and wash their feet in the sink right there next to the food. Wash their feet in the sink, you understand? And there's a ton of things these heathen do that even the average Negro and Hispanic look at like, man, that's disgusting. You know what I'm saying? Just showing you we are, the bottom line, we're better than them.
Yes.
It's in the Bible. It's in your spirit, you know you better than them. You look at these Africans or these other nations, I don't know how I'm right or wrong on TikTok, but you look at these heathens and these other nations and see how they live, and even Negroes say, that is disgusting, man. We don't do that. You know what I'm saying? But they put on the news and everywhere that we the worst thing in the world to act like and be like. Meanwhile, every commercial got hip hop on it now. Every billionaire business and corporation is using your music, and your Edomites are using the word swagger now. I said, what in the hell? Swagger? How can that come out the mouth of an Edomite? Like they can steal everything from you and use it to get rich and on purpose keep you from it. It ain't like we can't achieve it. They on purpose have ways and laws and different things to keep us from the wealth. You understand? Why they get rich off of your spirit. Sorry,
no,
talking too much.
No, not at all, General. Not at all. Give it up for General Mark. Damn right. What you saying, Doc, is so heavy. And here's what's so evil about it. We worked so hard to help these people. We worked so hard to build their kingdom. And now they're going to replace everybody with robots. That's the new plan. New plan. We worked so hard to build them a kingdom. They said, man, we done got so sophisticated. Now we can get robots, and the hell with all the slaves. Like if they get allowed to bring these robots in, like they want to bring him in. I fear for my people because the only reason they haven't slaughtered you yet is because they need you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you acting like you an American and you got rights and all this. I see the tapes.
Yeah.
I'm like, you don't know where you're at. You're in a place, you're in a gas chamber. And these people, if they get to roll out robots, the day you see you go to McDonald's, you good? The day you go to McDonald's and you see a robot at your, when you ordering your food, get ready, because that's it. Because they're going to cut everything off, turn everything automate if they allowed to. And brother, they're going to destroy God's people. And then they don't have no more use for you. They feel like they got no use for you now. They feel like you just a waste of time. They feel like life would be better, but you don't know it because you listen to the brainwash. But you're going to see it like we always do when you search the scriptures. We always figure it out at the last minute. At the last minute is when we realize, oh my God, look what's happening to us. At the last minute is when we call on the Most High. And that last moment is damn near too late.
Yep.
And that's what's happening to us now. We don't return back to the Lord, repent for our sins, confess our sins to the prophets of the Lord, change our lives, give up our folly ground, walk away from all our lust, and become a brand new man and woman in YAHANNA, the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, a black man, then we are doomed as a people. And it may not look like it to you now because you see rappers making millions and you seeing all the TikToks and the videos and people popping bottles. You better look real closely because they're about to do something in this place. You will call on your Father in heaven. You will not call on the white Jesus at that point. Trust me, you not. Every Christian is not going to call on the Jesus in their church. They not. They're going to know that one is false.
That's right.
You should have known it when the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
But you will know it in that day. And it is why we here. It's why we are here. For you to wake up, man, and come back to the Israelite School of U.P.K, the I.S.U.P.K, home of the truth, best place you could ever be on the face of the earth. I want to thank the heavy hitters for coming in, man, joining us in here tonight. Join us every Monday night, live, 9 p.m. General Muhammad, give it up. General Micah Allah, give it up. General Hazai Young, give it up. Hey, man, we'll see y'all next time live on the UPK, fam. Shalom.
Commanding General YAHANNA will be doing the opening of the Feast of Tabernacles in King James Castle. Finally, the truth about King James, a black man who helped to preserve and safeguard the Bible. Live September 29th, 2023. Commanding General YAHANNA live at King James Castle in Scotland. Come on down and support the I.S.U.P.K. UK. Lift a glass, come and join the brotherhood and drink with the ancient as we celebrate and keep the Feast of Tabernacles for our King YAHANNA in King James Castle. Bringing his crew of heavy hitters. Commanding General YAHANNA will put 12 chill General Muhammad scripture breakdown class up against anyone, against any biblical scholar, untested, unchallenged, I.S.U.P.K, undefeated. Leviticus chapter 23, the Feast of Tabernacles in a black man's castle, hosted in Scotland, the United Kingdom, UK. Commanding General YAHANNA will be doing the opening of the Feast of Tabernacles in King James Castle, Thursday, September 28th, Scripture Breakdown class. Friday, September 29th, there will be a King James Castle tour, also a Johnny Walker Distillery tour, and Friday night, the opening of the Feast of Tabernacles. Saturday, September 30th, we will have camp on the streets of England. Sunday, October 1st, the UK Cookout. Monday, October 2nd, the Warwickshire Castle Tour. I.S.U.P.K. under commanding General YAHANNA at King James Castle in England. This is an absolutely monumental, historical event. Wam Yasha'Allah.
Want us to stop. But man, don't we deserve a shot? Don't we deserve a shot to be the Lord's people? Israel, let's do it!